With the help of a pile of pillows, Mark lay propped up. Due to his sickness, his movie star job became softer. Fractures surrounding his eyes turned into a plan. That glossy exterior that had once made him the darling of every film director. The once solid gravity that looked good on film has crumbled into something both delicate and intensely real. He was given oxygen using a tiny nasal cannula. To let the light in, they pulled back the curtain that separated his bedroom from the hallway. A small velvet box, a family photo, a stack of periodicals, and the clinical details were all crammed onto the bedside table, which the sun smeared into a rectangle. Just like she had done 100 times before in front of cameras and laughs, on sets at conventions and in living rooms, Kelly pushed away the curtain. However, the customary buoyancy of a host introducing a section was missing from this movement. She exhibited the cautious nature of an animal today, her fingers running over the fabric as if trying to extract the truth. With a low, vowel-like tone, she said the words, "Hey," as if greeting someone. Perceiving herself as diminutive, she sat on the visitor's chair, curling her legs under her. The sunshine reflected in her frizzed locks, a result of an insomniac night's hairstyle. The nation has seen her visage in millions of coffee mugs every morning. Swift, amiable, but that outward radiance could not completely mask the darkness that lurked within. A fear so intense that it makes one's knees buckle and their cheeks turn white. With an intensity that was reserved, Mark fixed his gaze on her. He remarked, "You look tired," and his smile betrayed his weariness. With calluses worn down by time and an unusual array of treatments and clinics, his fingers were thinner than she recalled when he stretched out and took her hand. "Last night, I slept at the hospital," she replied. "As it happens, my back isn't exactly a fan of this guest pillow." A laugh eluded her. The drop was gentle. "Good day." She felt a catalog of her losses in his lengthy exhale as he exhaled. The resilience that got him through long shots, the lightning-fast responses, the constant rhythm of their mutual humor. He added that the weather and doctors determined the quality of each day. Together, they had endured the first shock. The diagnosis came as a sentence and landed cold on a table. The weeks of testing, the harsh reality of the prognosis that compelled them to pare down their plans to the essentials. Since honesty was the key to their existence, they had been meticulous and quantifiable with the public. But there were some things that hadn't made it into the public eye: the secret talks about autonomy and dignity, the fights that had gone on late at night, and the memories that had been stirred up by restlessness. Unconsciously, Mark's knuckles were brushed by Kelly's thumb. For decades, she had been Kelly Ripa on television, the lively counterpoint to whoever her co-host or guest was. She had created a life that was illuminated. The light was now blinding. The lack of the cameras in this room made her feel almost embarrassed by how appreciative she was. She said, "Do you want water?" Because she was used to repairing things, even when they weren't working. "No," he informed her. "Fill me in on the show. Share the rumors with me." Someone stumbled over their own words. "Who, after finally getting a haircut, regretted it?" she asked with an ironic smile. The same old thing. It was someone's clothing that went with the wrong shoe. "We are obligated to respond to a popular TikTok tomorrow. Adopting a kitten is something Jenna is considering," she said. Mark claimed that kittens improve everything. Pain streaked his face as he attempted to move. Kelly extended her arm to lend him a hand, and the kindness of her gesture seemed like a sacrifice that must have been sufficient. That was their position for some time. The lighthearted chatter, a practice to ward off the weighty discussions that loomed like shadows. Time, however, moves at its own pace in a healthcare facility. The demands that are bound to come eventually are brought about by it. The energetic nurse with the kind face and quick steps strode in, clipboard in hand, and conducted her inspections with the calm confidence of someone who knows how to strike a good balance between being positive and following protocol. She wanted to know if Mr. Consuelos was doing all right. "As good as I can be in this deluxe penthouse," he said with humor, while Kelly chuckled. The sound fractured. As the nurse glanced at the screens, made some notes, and departed, the door shut with the slight finality of a book's cover. Once they were alone again, Mark looked across the table at the velvet box and gestured for it. "Remember that?" he inquired. Kelly bent over. There was a familiar and uncomplicated ring inside. That one she wore for many years. This one had been there for the wedding, the late-night rewrite sessions, and all the regular moments that make a marriage special. "It was all there," she declared. "You did a good job with this one," she said after her voice had cracked on the final syllable. In a shocking turn of events, the seemingly perfect marriage between Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos has taken a devastating blow. The news of Mark's alleged betrayal has left fans reeling, with many wondering how the couple's strong relationship could have crumbled so suddenly. What once appeared to be an unbreakable bond has now become the center of an emotional storm, and the revelation of Mark's actions has rocked both their personal lives and the public's perception of their relationship. Kelly Ripa, the beloved talk show host of Live with Kelly and Mark Consuelos, her charming and handsome husband, have long been a couple adored by fans. Their love story, which began in the late 1990s when they met on the set of All My Children, has always been the stuff of Hollywood dreams. The two have often shared heartwarming moments on social media and in interviews, making it clear that their connection was strong and unshakable. Over the years, Kelly and Mark have often referred to their deep love and mutual respect for one another, particularly in the face of public scrutiny. They've built a family together, raising 3 children, and have become an iconic couple in the entertainment industry. Their ability to balance busy careers and a family life, all while maintaining an image of unwavering support for one another, made them a model of modern relationships. However, this image of perfection came crashing down when reports surfaced of Mark's shocking betrayal. According to insiders close to the couple, Mark had been hiding a secret that would ultimately unravel their picture-perfect marriage. What exactly transpired behind closed doors remains a mystery, but it's clear that Kelly is facing one of the hardest moments of her life. The betrayal allegedly involves infidelity, a detail that has stunned Kelly's fans, especially given her public expressions of love and trust for Mark. While some may have speculated about possible cracks in their relationship, few could have predicted the severity of what has come to light. As details continue to emerge, Kelly's heartbreak is evident, with many wondering how she plans to move forward from this painful revelation. In the wake of this betrayal, Kelly has been forced to confront the reality of her marriage. While she has not publicly commented on the specifics of the situation, her social media presence and demeanor on Live with Kelly and Mark have shown subtle signs of distress. Fans have noticed her more subdued energy on the show, with some even speculating that her smile no longer seems as genuine as it once did. The couple's once playful banter, which fans adored, has been noticeably absent in recent episodes, raising questions about whether the two are still able to maintain their professional dynamic amidst their personal turmoil. As for Mark, the fallout from his actions has been swift. The backlash from fans has been immediate, with many expressing their disappointment in his behavior. Social media platforms have been flooded with messages of support for Kelly, with fans rallying behind her during this difficult time. The couple's joint appearances and shared moments of joy now seem like distant memories, replaced by whispers of betrayal and heartache. It's not just the fans who are affected by this revelation. The entertainment world has also been taken aback. Kelly and Mark's marriage was often seen as one of the most genuine and loving partnerships in Hollywood. Their ability to navigate the pressures of fame, parenting, and work together was admired by many, and now, this shocking betrayal threatens to tarnish their once unblemished reputation. Despite the betrayal, Kelly has shown incredible strength in the face of adversity. While her heart is undoubtedly broken, she is no stranger to challenges. Over the years, she has built a career based on resilience, charm, and wit, and it's likely that she will continue to rise above the personal turmoil she's currently enduring. Her fans, who have long admired her candidness and authenticity, will likely continue to support her as she navigates this heartbreaking chapter of her life.